All right. So, oh yeah, this football player came out of the closet. Woo, that's hot. Um, I guess it's hot for some people. He's a black dude, right? Let me see. Yeah, his name is Michael Sam. Where the hell did it go? Oh, it's right here. Michael Sam. And he's a fine young black gentleman, football player for Missouri University. And I read all of the articles pertaining to this case. And I don't understand this mumbo jumbo football technical bullshit. I don't get it. Like he's number one in this division, that division. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's another fucking alien language to me. And well, because I study other things. I'm a busy man. I have other things to do. I have a life. I'm not just there watching sports all day. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're heterosexual and you enjoy sports, go ahead, knock yourself out. Hey, I jerk off, okay? At least I get something worth out of that. Something worthwhile. Uh, but let me see here. Michael Sam is not in the NFL, but he plays for the. Let me get this correct, all right? Because this whole football thing is just so overcomplicated. Like it shouldn't be as complicated, but it's like you're just tossing a fucking ball around, okay? You're running your head into somebody else's body, and who cares? But everything in football, every little detail that I noticed, like the reporting on football, is so overly exaggerated. Every fucking detail, every number, every little term and definition and it's just weird to me. It's weird. Strange, it's bizarre. But whatever floats your boat. Yeah, it's your thing. Whatever. And one of my nephews, he's all into this shit. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. It might be because I'm homo, but I don't know what that has to do with it. This guy, he's a homo. And he's all into it, so I don't know about that. He's playing it. And he is playing for his university, and he's top notch, supposedly. And then there's these other people that are saying he's not top notch. He's not that good. He's not gonna end up being picked or drafted, as they call it. Drafted. I was drafted. What? Into the Marines? Into the Army? No, drafted into the NFL. Drafted. Okay, fine. Like, all of this reminds me of the military lifestyle kind of thing. It's like paramilitary in a way, this whole football culture. And I hear some of these commentators, these conservative guys, these bigots, who are foaming at the mouth about this. Like, oh, what's a big deal about this? And, talking about masculinity in the football culture. Like, is this masculine? Really? Fuck me, sideways. This is masculine. So, running your head at 10 miles an hour, I don't know how fast they go, but ramming your head into somebody else. Oh yeah, that's so masculine. That's so manly, right? It's fucking stupid. Let me just say, if you run your head into a wall, what do we call you? Oh, a dumbass, right? A stupid knucklehead. That's what we call you in America. But hey, you put a helmet on and a jersey. Hey, it's football. Hey, it's masculine. All of a sudden. Look, I don't want to bash football players. Football players there's some that are nice. I know Chris Cluey and what's the other guy's name? Ayan Bandejo. Nice guys. Okay. But what I find this fascinating is what's gonna happen in the locker room. Like people are asking that. What's gonna? Well, first of all, he's not even in the NFL yet, right? And second of all, this other reporter, sports writer, he came up with a really good question or analogy, I guess. And he said, well, if college students were able to accept a gay football player into their team and they were able to deal with it, right? Why can't mature, older football players in the NFL, which is supposedly the most professional sports organization in the country, why can't they handle it as well? And that's a good question. That's a good question. And the other question will be, how much lube will we be able to use in the locker room? Look, when I was in high school and I had PE, everybody knew I was a homo, by the way. Everybody in high school knew I was a big homo, and everybody was okay with it. Yeah, they made fun of me and all that, but that's okay. I can deal with that. But hey, we were running around naked in the locker rooms, in the showers, and they would slap me, my ass. You know, sometimes I would get harassed by these, I think, straight guys, right? You know, sexually harass me. They will show me their junk, like if I'm impressed with that junk that they had. But I don't know. I mean, if high school students that I was with in PE, we were able to undress in the showers and the locker rooms. We were able to do all that. And you know, what's funny is that the most masculine guys in high school, they never took showers after PE. It was just me and a couple other guys. But everybody else, like these other guys, the majority of the guys did not take showers. They just went to the third period, like stinking like shit. It's funny. But what's the big deal of the locker room? Is it like the Holy of Holies now? Oh, yes. It's the Holy of Holies, Jose. In the locker room. What a bunch of fucking nonsense. It's the Holy of Holies, where man can be man. No homos allowed. Oh, fuck you then. Why do gay men want to be a part of this culture? We can do better than this. I mean, and it also goes back to the Olympics and these other selfish sporting event, sporting things, professional sports. That's all, that's all being selfish. It's all about you, how much you can get out of this deal, and which is not bad. And that's not what I'm aiming at. I'm just saying that calling this heroic, to be honest with you, calling this heroic is really not what I would say to be the wisest thing. Being that, what's heroic about being a homo? Hey, look, I came out to my people, but I get it. Yes, this particular football player is the first one to come out as a NFL prospect. Now, I don't know about you, but if you're not in the NFL, isn't that really, because there were other football players in the college circuit, I guess you can say. I don't know what division. I don't get me into divisions and subdivisions and blah, 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 blah. Who cares about that shit, really? I mean, there were other football players that came out too, so it's kind of funny that some of these people, like, we don't care. We don't want to hear about what you do with your private life, blah, 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 blah. It's just another excuse to be homophobic. But, you know how they say, oh, we don't care. What do we need to know about this? Well, look, Everywhere I go, there's football everywhere I go. I go to a bar, they're playing football game. My nephew comes over and he has football. He plays football. He talks football. And, when I turn on the television, there's a football game on. I mean, hello. Why can't you football people keep that to yourselves? Right? It's a good idea. You know how they're always telling us homosexuals, don't shove your lifestyles on our throats. All right, then don't shove your sports down our throats. Keep that private, Please. We're getting sick and tired of your chauvinistic masculinity being shoved on my throat. But it depends what part of your masculinity you're trying to shove in my throat, okay? All right? If it's something else, then it's okay. Go ahead, do it. Yes. Man. I still have a boner from yesterday. I don't know if that's healthy. Is that healthy? I know that after 4 hours, you're supposed to go into the ER. Probably. I don't know. All right, but Michael Sam is supposed to be a prospect for the NFL. He's not going to the NFL. Now they're saying, because he came out of the closet. He came out of the closet. Now he's not going to be able to get in. And then, of course, the same thing with Jason Collins. Remember that guy? The guy who came out in the NBA? He was never re-signed again, huh? I wonder why. I'm not saying anything. I'm just wondering. Because the sports fanatics, sports maniacs, their world is perfect. Their world is like, oh yeah, we're a great institution. We are a great fantasy world, and yet can't even deal with one gay guy. How many football players are there in the NFL? Supposedly, there's like 30 some in each team. How many teams are there? I don't know. 20 teams? Let's just assume that. I don't know. Let's say there's over 500 NFL players right now in the NFL. You're telling me that just by having one gay guy out of 500 other players, that is shoving it down your throats, that is imposing an agenda, right? Oh, yeah. Please. And people are saying, well, how the fans going to react? But like that. Fans are just fuck the fans. Who cares about football fans? They're hideous people. Have you seen them? Have you seen them without their shirts? Ugh. Especially, I mean, these animals that we call football fans. You should see them frolic in the football stadium parking lots. And when other members of their species have a different color shell or jersey, as they call it, from another team, they get into territorial fights, just like animals. Right? It's fucking National Geographic right here. Ugh. Anyway. I'm not really hyped up about this. I know there are other, especially young gay guys who are in sports or into sports, which are not that many, but they are, they're into sports. And I know they're happy about this. And, well, fine. They're happy. I'm happy. I don't care. Fine with me. You can have all the gay football players you want. You can have all the butt sex in the locker rooms all you want. And believe me, do you think we're that stupid to deny the fact that there's never been any butt sex, any hanky-panky in the locker rooms? Of course there's been. So, anyway. I'm okay with him coming out. I know there are a few people that are making this like, oh, is this a good thing? But why do we need to know about this? The media's gonna make a big deal about this. The media. Oh, fuck the media. I thought you people were. It's kind of funny. It's really hilarious. I mean, these people are boneheads. You know what I'm saying? And there's some football players in there who are pretty smart individuals, like Chris Cluey and Ayamadejo, and these other football players are smart. Why are in? I know why they're there. They're there to make money, and that's okay. I mean, you have to do what you have to do to get by. I don't blame you for that. But I mean, it's just so these football sports people, they're boneheads. They are. They claim that, oh, we're tough. Oh, yeah, we're so masculine. Yeah, living vicariously through a younger athletic male. Oh, yeah, that's so tough. Oh, yeah, you're so masculine. Wearing a jersey and drinking beer and eating nachos all day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, farting in somebody's face. Oh, yeah, you're fucking masculine there, buddy. Yeah. You're so tough. But yeah, when it comes to a gay guy, you're like, oh no, you're squirmish. uh, if you were really real tough guys, it would be, yes, we have a gay guy. It's great. I don't know. You just deal with it. You're a tough guy. Deal with it. I mean, you've been knocked in the head several times as a football player. Or if you're one of those fans that love football, you probably, you probably tore one of your ligaments while you were trying to bend over to reach for your donut that's on the floor. You've probably been through a lot of pain in your life. A lot of things happen into your life, painful things. Yet when it comes to a gay guy in a locker room, all of a sudden, oh no, now I can't handle this. Oh, tough guy, you cannot handle a gay guy? Shit. In Mexico, we can handle gay guys. You should go to some of those locker rooms in the soccer stadiums, man. They can handle gay guys. And they do all the time, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, there's a gay guy in the soccer team? Great. Come here, buddy. Come here, my little friend. Let's go take a shower together. And get on your knees and suck my chorizo. In Mexico, they have like gay soccer players, and it's not a big deal over there. And over here, it's like, wow, there's masculinity. Ah. Oh, yeah, and it's funny when you have Rush Limbaugh and that guy, Santorum, the guy who wears these fruity little vests, like, oh, yes, we're so masculine. We watch football with our friends and drink beer. Shut up, motherfuckers. They annoy me because look at Rush Limbaugh. He's a fat ass. He has no muscles, and he's just a bunch of blob. Oh, yeah, he's masculine. And look at Rush, not Rush, but look at Rex Santorum. Look at that guy. He looks like a bowling pin. And I'm not trying to say that I'm good looking, because I'm not. I'm also a little bit, I'm getting there. I'm getting chunky. That's why I'm trying to get into diet here. But I find it really fascinating that some of these airheads like fucking Santorum, oh yeah, they're super masculine. Oh yeah. Look at them. Look at his body. I mean, imagine if you see him naked. I mean, we already have a picture of him shirtless, right? He looks horrible in there. It looks like a bunch of Play-Doh just mashed in together like that. Fucking A. Oh, he's masculine. Oh yeah. I don't know about you, but for me, masculine is a man that does the right thing, honorable, dignified. Masculine to me is going to the moon like Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. That's masculine. risking your life for other people is masculine. This whole thing about wearing jerseys and tossing a ball around, that's not masculine. That's just, I don't know, but back in the days, you know how conservatives talk about like, oh, how back in the days, football was not a professional sport. Football was not a humongous multi-billion-dollar industry as it is today. In the past, masculine men, which usually were innovators like Benjamin Franklin, Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Hamilton. You think these guys were I think they were pretty masculine guys. I think they were. They were not tossing around playing games and throwing a ball around. You see what today's man is now concerned about? They're not concerned about the future of humanity, or they're concerned about throwing the ball around. Okay, if you want to do that, fine. If you want to work out and play a game, I have nothing against that. Look, I play chess, I play poker, I play games too. But I don't put my life's identity on it. I don't make it into an industry where my masculinity depends on me. No, not on me. Depends on some other guy being able to win the game for me. Fucking weird. It's weird. But whatever. I'm glad that he's out of the closet. I mean, one homo is better than none. But he's going to have a hard time. Poor guy is going to have a hard time. And I think that the problem is going to come from other players. That's where the problem will lie. The fans can yell whatever they want, and people, commentators, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, they can yell all they want about this. But in the end, I mean, when you're in a football team or a baseball team, basketball team, you depend on your teammates. And those are the people that really affect you, I guess, if you live in that environment. Those are the guys that are going to make it or break it for you. And if you are paired up or teamed up with other guys who are homophobic, and believe me, there are a lot of homophobes in the NFL. You don't believe me? Ask Chris Cluey. Now he's going to sue his former boss, his former coach, for homophobic abuse and all that shit. Look it up. And people trying to assume that, oh, no, the NFL is great, it's pro-gay. Well, the corporate heads are pro-gay, right? The head office is pro-gay. I'm talking about, the players in the locker rooms. The problem in the locker rooms, I think, the way I see it, is it's not the getting naked and showering together and smacking each other with a towel or something. That's not what really is in our minds, in my mind. It's the conversations, right? When you're getting dressed, they talk about, hey, you want to go out? Oh, no, not that guy. He's a fucking fag. I'm telling you, there's going to be problems. Because what I heard from other people is that the NFL football players, they come from very shady, tough backgrounds. Some of these guys are violent. They're thuggish. They like to be very aggressive, and I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea to have a gay football player. That's just a hate crime waiting to happen. I don't know. But I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not against it, obviously, but it's good to have gay guys out there doing good things. It's good to have gay guys out there exploring the world and going into all the major professions. But here's the thing. Do I view this as a profession, is playing the football, tossing a ball around? I don't view it as a profession. I view it as a time waster, but whatever. It's up to you. I'm okay with it. I'm tolerant. I tolerate football. But I'm not a part of it. It's like, one of those people that say, I tolerate homosexuals, but I'm not gonna have butt sex myself, or I'm not gonna be a part of that lifestyle. Okay, fine. And that's the same thing with me in football. I tolerate it. I accept it too. I accept it. I am, I guess you can say, pro football, but that doesn't mean I like it. It doesn't mean I'm a football fan. I'm not. So, but whatever. Well, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that this guy doesn't get in trouble. And concerning the media hype, fuck it. Once more football players come out of the closet, which there'll be a ton of them, then I would assume that it's going to be a lot easier for people to just accept it and we're going to move on. And this won't be a big issue anymore. But it is a big issue. It is news because it's the first one, right? Supposedly. Even though he hasn't been drafted by the NFL yet. They're saying he might be, he might not be. That he's in the third round or something like that. What does that mean? That's when they're drafted, right? Oh, I see. They get like it's like when you pick the team, when you pick your teammates when you're playing baseball. Okay, I got it. Because the only sport I ever played was baseball, softball. You get to pick your players. And you pick, like the first round they pick of, okay, I see, I got it. You know, I'm not a sports guy. This is not a sports show, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're not a sports show. We're a normal show. Hosted by a very abnormal weirdo named Jose Soto. See? There you go. All right.